So somebody pointed out an odd comment from Mayor Pete Buttigieg to me the other day. This is from a Vice News piece. I think is a couple weeks old, but of course, Mayor Pete is now running for president, and in this Vice interview, he's asked a very incisive question from this journalist. And his response is, frankly, one of the most embarrassing things I may have ever heard in politics. Watch.
See, I went all the way for you. I just say, well, what will you do for us?
Iowans want guarantees. They want to grill you on policy positions.
I listened to you talk today.
Yeah.
On the one hand, you definitely speak very progressively, but you don't have like a lot of super specific policy ideas.
Yeah. Part of where the left and the center left have gone wrong is we've been so policy-led that we haven't been as philosophical. We like to think of ourselves as the intellectual ones, but the truth is the right has done a better job in my lifetime of connecting up its philosophy and its values to its politics. Right now, I think we need to articulate the values, lay out our philosophical commitments, and then develop policies off of that. And I'm working very hard not to put the cart before the horse.
Is there time for that? You know, they want the list. They want to know exactly what you're going to do.
I think it can actually be a little bit dishonest to think you have it all figured out on day one. Look, I think anybody in this race or conversation is going to be a hell of a lot more specific and policy oriented than, say, the current president. But I don't think we ought to have that all kind of locked in on day one.
Counterpoint, yes, you should. Yes, you should. You should have a comprehensive policy agenda laying out everything that you want to do for the country in detail. That was terrible. Everything he said there was terrible, and I think dead wrong. So he said, with the right, what they've done so masterfully is they've, put their philosophy front and center, and they've not gotten mired in the policy details. Anytime I turn on a Donald Trump rally, it's nonstop. Build the wall, build the wall, build the wall. Cut taxes, cut taxes, cut taxes. Repeal Obamacare, repeal Obamacare, repeal Obamacare. Now, we despise their policies, rightfully so. The overwhelming majority of the American people despise those policies too. But what's he doing when he hammers away on those policies? He's throwing red meat to his base and keeping his base, which is rule number one of politics, is don't abandon your base. It's simply not true that, the right has been more philosophical in their approach. No, they haven't. No, all they do is throw red meat to their base. And yes, it's way more often than not policy-oriented, even though they're bad policies. So you're just wrong about what the right is doing. And then, second of all, he said, well, the left and center left, we've been too policy-led and not philosophical enough. Again, that's the exact opposite of the truth. What was Bill Clinton's big thing? Was he too policy-oriented? No. Bill Clinton was fucking, masterful wordsmith sophist. It depends on what the meaning of is. What about Obama? Was he super policy-oriented? No. He was an amazing speaker who used a lot of flowery language, and people liked him. That's what it is. Now, in terms of today, Democrats never, certainly establishment Democrats, never talk about policy, ever, ever. And I'll tell you why they don't do it. Instead, they use vague platitudes and cliches, and they allude to nice concepts that nobody could disagree with, like equality and justice and liberty. And they do that because it's a way to make you think they're fighting for you when they're not fighting for you. If you come out on the record hard, I'm for Medicare for all, and I'm going to do everything I can to get it, and then you don't get it, what happens? It's easy to run the clip of you saying, hey, I'm for this, and then you don't get it, and then you're a failure. But if all they have is you talking about, I believe now is the time to unite the country under the banner of liberty and justice and equal rights for all. If all they have is you using flowery language and platitudes, well, then you never get nailed down. You never get pinned down on anything. And they're able to use this as a cover for actual substance in helping people's lives. Everything I've seen from establishment Democrats is the opposite of what he's saying. They're not policy-oriented. They're vague on purpose to then get away with not really fighting for the people on the policies that matter. And so I could not, this clip alone makes him drop in my estimation. And I honestly may even put like Kirsten Jellobrand ahead of him now. Because at least Jellobrand is like, yeah, I'm for Medicare for all. Whether or not she'll actually do it is a separate question, but at least we're getting her on the record. Buttigieg is now like, bro, let's not talk about the details, bro. Back up off me, bro. I don't even care about the policies and stuff. Me? Who, me, bro? I care about philosophy and stuff. Oh, do you? Well, how fucking smart you are. I mean, that's what he's doing here. Come on. That's what he's doing. Like, me, I'm the representative of the young people, and, you know, like, we're smart. So we care about, like, philosophy and whatnot. No big deal or anything, but, you know, I'm all intellectual and stuff, bro. Dude, stop. Just stop. If you're not coming out, like the last thing he said was the thing I disagreed with the most. He's like, well, we don't want to box ourselves in by doing all these... Okay, then fuck off. When I'm voting for you, what do you want me to vote for in terms of voting for you? Like, what do you want me to vote for? Your smile? Your smooth talking? Is that what you want? You want me to vote for your fucking aura? Is that what you want? Way to insult our intelligence. Holy shit. God damn it, man. Fucking Buttigieg is canceled. What the fuck? The only thing I would even consider voting for is somebody with detailed policies where I can go through them. And you know what? Maybe, just maybe, the candidate I agree with the most, if I go through all of their detailed policies with a fine-tooth comb, maybe I only agree with 88.5% of what they say. But 88.5% is way better than 72% or whatever the other candidates might be. But I'll tell you one thing for damn sure. I'm not going to give a second look to anybody who's telling me up front I'm not going to be super policy-oriented. That's the whole point of who I'm voting for and what I'm voting for them based on. What are you going to do for us? It's a different era, man. Stop it. Stop with your 1990s bullshit. This is a different era in politics. The era is anti-corruption, pro-populist, and policy-oriented. What are you going to do for us? What are you going to do? And if you don't do it, you know what that means? You failed. That's what it means. That's what it means. If you don't do at least some of the things you're saying, I want to do this, then you failed. But he would rather just, bro, elect me. And what am I going to do? I think we're too policy-oriented. I'm all about philosophy and stuff. So why the fuck should we vote for you? Why should we vote for you? Instead, let's go vote for a fucking, let's go vote for Plato or Socrates or Hume. Are you kidding me? Or any fucking philosopher you can come up with, Kierkegaard, whatever. It's all about what are you going to do? So, ironically, as he says, I don't want to put the cart before the horse. That's exactly what you're doing. You're putting the cart before the horse. Because when you tell me specifically what you're for in terms of policy, then I can ascertain your values from that. If you tell me, I'm for Medicare for all, I'm for free college, I'm for a living wage, I'm for ending the wars, then I know, okay, this guy has a genuine commitment to do what's right for the people and to give people a decent, fair shot at a good life. That's what I know. But if you just come out, and this is what he supports, if you just come out and say, I'm for giving people an equal and fair shot at a good life, well, what does that mean? What does that entail? Do you simply mean by that, I'm going to do a couple targeted tax credits, and I'm going to roll back the wars 10%, but still keep us in most of them? Because in my estimation, that's what I think giving people a decent shot at a good life is. Well, then I say fuck off. So the details are the only thing that matters, and then I could determine what your actual values are and what your philosophy is. If you just tell me what your philosophy is, all you have to do is say, I'm for good things and against bad things. That's all you have to say. So, oh, wow, then I guess he's a good guy. That's his philosophy. No, the details are all that matters. Jesus fucking Christ. I have to do this segment. The year's 2019. I have to do a segment where I'm telling a Democratic candidate for president the policies matter. He might be the judger of booties. I am the judger of him. And it ain't good.